Timelang Absheni, Ralocha, Sanwanani, Molweni. My name is Naledi Mfoloe, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the latest edition of the African Diaspora News channel, where we unravel the stories that shape our world and our communities. Imagine, right, for a moment, someone stole your house at gunpoint, forced your entire family out, and kept your descendants homeless. Now, at what point does the house rightfully belong to the thief's family? Now, this vivid scenario actually mirrors the harsh reality faced by many Africans due to European colonization. Now, South Africa's history is marked by profound suffering and dispossession, with colonial powers seizing land and disrupting lives. Now, despite the end of apartheid decades ago, the lingering effects of this colonial legacy are still felt even today. Now, one striking example is Orania, which is a town in South Africa established by the Afrikaner nationalists. Now, Orania remains a predominantly white majority town, sparking a heated debate about the enduring impact of colonialism and the legacy of land disposition. Now, recently, Lunga Mantashe, who is actually a prominent member of the Pan-Africanist Congress of Azania, joined This Week in Africa, which is a collaboration with at Authentic African. Mantashe argues that Orania's existence is a direct result of a critical oversight in South Africa's Constitution and Freedom Charter. Now, according to him, these foundational documents lack a vital component that acknowledges and rectifies historical injustices. Now, Mantashe's critique is rooted in a deep commitment to indigenous land rights. He points out that the legacy of genocide, violence, and poverty that accompanied land disposition actually remains a significant issue. Now, this perspective, I believe it echoes the sentiments of Robert Sobukwe, who was the founder of the Pan-Africanist Congress of Azania, who championed the vision of a United States of Africa from Cape to Cairo and Madagascar to Morocco. Let's have a look.
The reason why there's Orania is precisely because the foundation of the Constitution is along the lines of the Freedom Charter. If you read the preamble of the South African Constitution, it talks about the Freedom Charter. It says, we, the people of South Africa, black and white, recognize the injustices of the past. It doesn't even mention the word colonialism. It doesn't even mention the word apartheid. It doesn't even mention the word imperialism. There's no word like exploitation. The Freedom Charter is the document of 1955 that proposed that South Africa belonged to everybody who lived in it, including the oppressor and settlers. So in the Pan-Africanist cycles, for example, we fundamentally disagree with the idea of the Freedom Charter. We don't believe in the idea that South Africa belongs to all who lives in it. We think that, for example, it belongs to Africans exclusively. It's their own territory. That white people should come to South Africa by invitation and they should pledge their loyalty and accept the democratic rule of the African majority. In other words, white people should not come to us and present themselves as a group. They must come to us as individuals and they must pledge their loyalty to Africa.
Now, after watching that, right, I have to ask the question, is Mantashe onto something? Does his critique actually highlight a crucial missing piece in the quest for justice and equality in South Africa? Or do settlers who now occupy these lands have a legitimate claim to them without reconciling with the African majority? Now, I believe that this issue actually raises profound questions about historical accountability, land rights, and the true meaning of reconciliation. As South Africa continues to grapple with these issues, I think it's clear that addressing the past is essential to actually shaping a fair and just future. Now, that's just my opinion. We want to hear from you. Do you think that the current South African legal and political frameworks actually need to address the historical injustice faced by Black communities? And what steps should be taken to actually resolve these long-standing issues? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. We really want to hear from you. And while you're at it, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet again, it is goodbye for now.
Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
And we serve as the voice to the truth Black community.
Again, we got Dr. Candace Matthews.
A lot of these documents, looking at.
We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media.
This country is supposed to be about the land of the free for all. It has not been free for Black people, and we are tired.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app.